Live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. You look at the Timberwolves. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And this team is playing greater than their sum on paper right now. Great chemistry, and it's translating to wins.
Well, you can feel it. When you're on a winning streak like this, it just builds upon itself. The trick is not to get overconfident.
Jaden McDaniels.
A nice shot by McDaniels. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by White.
Julius
Randle with the bucket.
Assisted.
You know, they like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Now here is Holiday. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. It's to Porzingis. White. Off target from three-point range.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Rudy Gobert.
And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And Boston has possession, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And they get it. Boston again missing.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Assisted.
Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Brown, good.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Conley up top. The Timberwolves working the ball around now.
2 minutes.
From the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
3 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Brown outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the right side. Here's McDaniels. .130 left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Out to Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Celtics trail by 10. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
Yeah, real disappointment last year for sure. They don't want a repeat of that this season.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here is Holiday. Still scoreless. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Assist goes to
Boy, that was quick.
DiVincenzo.
Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Holiday. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success, feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Pass to Alexander Walker. No good on that one. Holiday with the defensive effort. Here's Tatum. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
with the score.
Ahead by 9 is the
The
quarter.
Celtics 10. The Timberwolves 19.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Now into the lineup for the
And you
Timberwolves.
watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of
Julius
consistency
Randle.
across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here's Conley. Has to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randle. It's stolen by White. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And here's Porzingis. Holiday with it. Still yet to score. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
The kick out to Brown. Pass to Holiday. Outside, White. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Conley grabs the miss.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And Boston with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Brown. And the layup falls. Brown's got 8.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The Timberwolves making a switch here.
Timberwolves
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
2 minutes.
And Tatum out top the key. Tatum gets it inside.
And Tatum is an impressive athlete. So good at knifing inside and finishing at the rim.
Deflects the pass.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Timberwolves falls. Minnesota keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
To the inside. Ingles. Timberwolves passing it around. Stolen by Tatum. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Shot from the top of the key. The offensive rebound. Fires for three. Outside, White. And he can't bank that one in. Back to Edwards. .51 seconds left to play here in the half. Has to go Bear. Outside Edwards. And the foul line through Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now DiVincenzo. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Inside. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the rim.
Timberwolves leading by 6. And here is McDaniel.
Celtics foul.
He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Personal foul.
Minnesota shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Naz Reid's career. Everyone who counted him out is eating their words right now.
To the middle. And the basket by Tatum. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
The Celtics.
And guys, they continue to put a lot.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Celtics trailed by 9. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Out to the right wing. Porzingis with the rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
There's Brown with the 3. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
That'll be a backcourt violation.
So free, out of rounds, yeah, out of rounds on me. I'm tossed out and I'm feeling so free. All the eyes, yeah, all the eyes on me.
I watch the moon all the time thinking about you. I watched the moon tonight and it was red. I wanna live together till we dead. I tell myself that I can change. Remind myself to not complain. But our love is not the same. But our love is not the same. Our feelings change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't breathe on. She's on my mind all the time. I must be blind, I can't even read the signs. She said stop crying and get used to the trying. Not the same, but our love is not the same. Our feelings change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't. Lost myself and then I made my bedroom. Sitting back thinking got too much headroom. Thinking about my relationships that didn't even last. What I didn't get out of them, I swear that I'm trying to get it up about you. You let me go and now I feel so light blue. I'm by myself.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off that loss to the Wizards.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Now here's Davis after the miss from Joel Embiid. LeBron outside. Over Maxey. Rebound by the 76ers. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
Davis. Good D by Embiid.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Count the basket.
Working hard for those 2 points. PG can score it from just about anywhere on the floor.
Inside. And that one's good. Hachimura.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Martin. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, he's going to finish that dunk.
Here's Embiid. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Assisted by.
And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Substitution for your 76ers.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 blocks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
76ers.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
Down low.
2 minutes.
Here's Maxey. They can't stop the run with that one.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
The shot's good from Christie.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
That one goes in.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
The Lakers moving the ball around. Back to Hayes. Plays it up and banks it in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Embiid. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make. And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Hayes with it. And here's Reeves outside. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's George. Good work there as it goes. George has got 8 points. It's James atop the key. Now Hachimura. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Seconds left to play in the first. They get it back. Embiid, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Plays it up off the glass. Christie's got his second bucket of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Los Angeles ball. Coming up to the floor for your Sixers, Eric Gordon.
LeBron James on the wing with 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
With the score.
The basket's coming early and often.
76ers, 12. The Lakers, 16.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Embiid, no good. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Shakes him. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Embiid. Embiid throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre. And Richard, you watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable. What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Now here's Embiid. 8 points for him. Timeout called, the 76ers. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And the Lakers making a change here.
Let's show some brotherly love to your 76ers youth dance team.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And putting his explosive